another video. So today I'm going to be utilising the leftover Nepalese curry with also quite a bit of leftover pilau rice or plain boiled rice. I will actually make it into a pilau rice. So what I'm going to be doing is I've got some frozen peas. I'm just going to pour some hot water over them just to blanch them quickly. Okay. And what I'm going to be making today is a chicken saag. So Palak Murgh, chicken sagwala, however you want to call it. Basically what I'm going to be doing is using fresh frozen, chopped frozen spinach. Okay, and the reason why it's in here is because I'm going to be blending that in the NutriBullet, but I want that really finely blended. Okay, I've also just got a tiny bit of this jerk paste left. That's fine. That's just going to add. It's not too much liquid in there because this dish, the chicken doesn't want to be too wet. Okay, it's quite like a thick spinach sauce. Okay, so I've just got a little bit of chopped tinned tomatoes there. I'm going to be utilising that. Got a fresh green chilli, nice. Plenty of garlic, 3 garlic cloves there. Some cinnamon stick. Some fresh ginger. I'm going to chop that up. Tomato puree, and then the spices are it's like a madras kind of spice. I don't have garam masala. That would normally go in it. Ground coriander and some couple of cardamon pods and a little bit of turmeric, and that is it. So all I'm going to be doing now is heating up this pan here, put some rapeseed oil in there. It's a very simple dish, okay? So I'm going to just get this garlic chopped. Yeah, so in goes the garlic, the ginger, and also I'm going to use, which I forgot to get out of my larder in advance, is a white onion. I'll get that in a minute. Okay. So I'm just going to chop this garlic. Probably should have done this in advance just to save a little bit of time, but it doesn't really matter whilst I'm waiting for the oil to heat up and those peas to blanch, then just might as well do something, isn't it? So that's why I just roughly chop up that garlic quite a bit. I like the saag to be garlicky. In goes that. Use the back of the knife to get the skin off the ginger. Just roughly again chop the ginger. Okay. Most of the time when you go to a restaurant or get a takeaway of a Palak Murgh, you have like finely shredded or grated ginger on top with fresh coriander as well, which is really nice. Okay. I don't have any fresh coriander today, unfortunately. Turn that next down. What I might do is just take that slightly off the heat, put that cinnamon bark in there. I'm going to get an onion. Okay, I'm back. So I've got my onions. Just going to chop one of these. As you can see, it's still actually mildly cooking in that pan. Because it's on the wok burner, it's obviously retains quite a bit of heat there, which is good. Okay. I've got onions and stuff, spring onions and various other things in the Nepalese curry, so we don't need to go too mad. You know, obviously it's not going to be a full-on chicken saag. It's just going to be an interpretation of one, utilising the leftovers, to make one. so that's alright. Chop, when you're doing the chilli, just chop the end off and then run your knife down the middle of it, okay, to open it up, and then basically just chop out those seeds, okay, and then just brush them away. Try not to handle it too much. Because then if you don't wipe your eyes as well off the hand of chilli, make sure you wash your hands, because that'll sting quite a bit. Okay, just going to brown off the couple of cardamom parts. Okay, just with your finger, little nail, just pierce open the top of it. I'll probably put maybe 3 in. 3. I'm not actually grinding up, take that off the heat. I'm not actually grinding up the actual seeds. I'm just browning off the whole cardamom pods this time. I don't want it to taste too much of cardamom, just releasing a little bit of the flavour there. I don't know why people do that, but it's just different ways of cooking with spices, I guess, you know. It's just years of experimenting, you know, just figuring out these things. So as long as I can give you a little bit of knowledge, maybe help you to discover things that you didn't already know, then that's all good, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going some chilli. Put a little bit of tomato puree in there. Yeah, almost like making a little bit of like a red paste, oniony sort of paste. Yeah, that's all good. And this actually will come in handy because that will stop the ginger and the garlic from sticking. So I'm just going to put that in. Start bubbling up nicely. And actually, also what that will do is, whilst I'm pureeing that spinach in a minute, this will help evaporate any of the chicken stock that was obviously in this jerk paste. Okay, so that's good. We utilised the whole of that, I think over 3 dishes. So that's not too bad, is it? Okay, so all I'm going to do is add a splash of water in here. Not a lot, just a tiny little bit, because obviously it's frozen spinach, so it's got a bit more moisture than fresh spinach probably. Okay, make sure the lid's on, whiz it around, make sure it's on. Probably a little bit more water. Okay. That's it. Put the lid back on. Okay, tiny bit more water. I'm doing it in stages because I don't want to add too much. Yeah, you can always add more, but you can't take it out really, unless you want to cook down the spinach for a long time, because actually the spinach, when you're cooking it, releases a lot of water, you know. That's it. Okay, just going to add a little bit more water. Because it's frozen spinach, it's hard to move around in there. That's good. Just add a little bit more water, not much more. Okay, hopefully this should do it. That's fine. So now that's basically chopped it all up nice and fine now. Just wash my hands. Okay, that's looking good. That's like reduced down now. That has reduced all the way down. That sauce, maybe just show you. Yeah, so it's almost like a paste in there. That's good. So what I'll do is I'm just going to put the spinach in there. That's it, it's all come out really. That's it. And now I'm going to cook that down. Turn it up to a medium heat. I might just I'm going to add the Nepalese curry in there, which has got all the chicken and stuff in there. Luckily I actually used up a lot of the sauce, and I left quite a bit of the chicken in there, so hopefully it shouldn't have too much hindrance on the saag here, the flavour wise. But obviously it means I don't have to add extra chicken in there, which is great. Just might as well just, normally I wouldn't add that many, or probably wouldn't add tin tomatoes, but because I've actually got it, I'll just utilise that. It's fine. Okay, and that is all there is to it. So all I'm going to do now is strain these peas. They've just been blanching in, like, hot water, so that's totally fine. And then I'll just basically put that in with the rice, and then heat that in the microwave, and that's pretty much job done, really. And I'll leave this cooking for, I think, about maybe 15 minutes, and I'll show you a picture once it's plated up.